Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, wishing all of you fellow Americans a happy Thanksgiving, and all of you non-Americans, happy Thursday! It's been a while since I did a actual update video where I'm here talking to you guys about what's been going on, so might as well do one now. First things first, an update with my air traffic control training. I ended up passing the air traffic control basics final with an 88%, which is pretty good. You only needed a 70 to pass, so I think 88 is pretty good. And now I'm on to the second phase of training, which starts with a couple weeks of more academic stuff, and then we actually move on to some actual hands-on simulator air traffic control training, where we're actually like talking to simulated aircraft and telling them where to go and what to do and that sort of stuff. These first couple weeks of academics is even more intense than the basics portion was. It's kind of the same structure, but it's much more condensed, much faster paced. We have a test every like 2 to 3 days, so it's really, really intense. Then come January, we're gonna have 3 days of like performance assessments or performance evals, where we have like an instructor over our shoulder watching everything we do in a sim that's set up to cause problems, and the instructor basically grades us on what we do, sees how we handle the problem in the scenario, and scores us. 3 days of that, and all your points that you lose from any mistakes you make are subtracted from your total score, and then the scores are kind of like combined together and then weighted appropriately, and after all the math is done, they give you a score, and if it's above 70, you get the job, and if it's below 70, well, you get sent home. So it's going to be a very fun next month and a half or so of training, but we're more than halfway through, so it's getting kind of serious. Little bit of Star Wars Galaxies news. If you weren't already aware, the Jedi Village is going to be rotating into Phase 2 for the second time on November 29th. What this means is those people that have been really on top of their Jedi grind, well, if they're really, really dedicated, November 29th is the day where the first Jedi on Basilisk will be born. Now, in order for that to happen, there needs to be a whole lot of XP converting on the 29th, and I'm not going to say it's impossible for that to happen, but let's just say in order for that to happen, these people will need to be dedicated. We'll use that word. So I would say maybe if you're lucky on the 29th, if not, more likely on the 30th or a couple days after, we'll start to see actual lightsabers and Force users show up in Basilisk. And maybe we won't, because if they're smart about it, they'll be doing their training far, far away from any populated areas to avoid any chance of them being spotted by another player and thus being put on the bounty hunter terminals and getting killed by the bounty hunters that I'm very, very sure will be sitting in front of that terminal hitting refresh, waiting for the first Jedi to pop up. I do want to put any rumors to rest that I have been secretly grinding Jedi off camera and off screen, or off stream rather, and like these past couple of weeks I've been doing a lot of like XP grinding and secretly training up my Jedi alt. That is not true, so you do not expect to be hunting me down come November 29th or anytime soon for that matter. I've been way too busy with real life stuff to even consider putting in the ridiculous amount of grinding hours it takes to do the village. So yeah, when you kill a Jedi, don't go thinking that it was me that you killed. Or was it? Next up, we have Battlefront II dropped. Yeah. Let's open this can of worms, shall we? So, I've posted a couple commentary-free videos over the past couple of days, mostly the Starfighter game mode, and they received quite a mixed response. I don't think any other videos I've uploaded have ever received dislikes quite as quickly as these have. But overall, more of you like them than dislike them, so there are more coming. As a matter of fact, I have, I think 2 or 3 more already uploaded. I'm just trying to kind of spread out the release of them because I'm not recording every day anymore. So I'd rather post one video every couple of days rather than just give you like open the floodgates, so to speak, and post them all at the same time. The mixed response is understandable. I have been watching all of like the news and YouTube coverage of the controversial pay-to-win microtransactions, gambling stuff that's going on with it. And while that's all very important, the truth is DICE actually did a really good job and made a really fun game, especially when you compare it to the last Battlefront that they did. Unfortunately, EA is just so greedy that they ruined it with their microtransaction system that was basically forced upon DICE. And while I don't know if it was DICE's idea or if EA basically said this is how we want you to do it, but the having the progression system tied to the loot boxes is kind of a really stupid design flaw. But I really don't want to get into all that in this video. The microtransactions have been disabled, at least for now. Whether they're gonna turn them back on, like honestly, the way I look at it, when they said, oh, we're turning off microtransactions temporarily, it basically screams, yeah, we're turning them off until after we get all of our holiday purchases. You know, Black Friday deals, Christmas deals, all that stuff, and then once everybody's bought the game, hey, we'll turn the microtransactions back on. I'm kind of afraid that that's what they're going to do. They said that they're looking at rebalancing the system, but the way the game is structured now, I don't really know what sort of changes they can make to the loot crates that would really fix things without redoing the entire system, and I don't know that that's something that they would be willing to do. Honestly, it would have been a whole lot better if they had gone more with like an Overwatch-style loot crate system where everything in the loot crates was cosmetic, but it's EA we're talking about here, so we can only cross our fingers and hope, but I'm not getting my hopes up. That being said, I am going to be posting more Battlefront II videos. The game is fun, love it or hate it, and it looks gorgeous. Like, holy crap. This game, you really feel immersed. And I haven't played the campaign yet, but that's actually something I plan on starting as soon as this video gets posted today. So you can look forward to that. There's really not much else to say right now. The Last Jedi comes out in less than a month, and I'm still going to be here, and we only get Christmas Day off, which means I get a 3-day weekend, and I have to be back on that Tuesday. And if I'm not, I get in serious trouble. So I'm probably not going anywhere very far. And yeah, I really don't know what my plans are for seeing that yet. I really rather not just like see it here. Takora and I have seen like every Star Wars movie on release date since I can't remember how far back. Yeah. It's kind of a really crappy situation, but I mean, this training and this career is definitely more important than seeing a Star Wars release. So, yeah, I kind of just have to deal with it. Also, as far as my holiday giveaway goes, for those of you that have been following the channel for more than a year know that every holiday I like to do some sort of online giveaway. Unfortunately, Steam has changed their gift policy to where now you can't purchase a game and add it to like a gift inventory. You now, when you purchase a Steam game as a gift, you have to immediately give it to somebody else. And that essentially kills the way that I've done giveaways in the past. Because usually when Steam has like a good sale, I'll pick up a couple of games that I think are good to give away at a cheaper price. And then come the holidays, I'll turn around and I'll give them away to you guys. But I haven't really been able to accumulate like a stash of games to give away because you can no longer save them. You have to give them away immediately. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. I do have, I believe, a couple of Star Wars game keys from a Humble bundle that they had a couple months ago, that were keys to games that I already owned. So I didn't claim the keys yet, so I believe, I have to go on Humble Bundle and check this, but I believe I can still gift those keys out. So if that's the case, then you guys can expect a small giveaway with a couple of Star Wars game keys, which most of you probably already own anyway. But to those of you that don't, now that might be a way for you to pick those games up. And I had also mentioned in a previous update video that I had bought 2 physical copies of Star Wars Galaxies on eBay that I had planned on giving away. Well, unfortunately, I left them back in New Jersey when I drove out here to Oklahoma, so I don't have them to give away. They're at home. So, while I do plan on giving those away, I don't think that's going to happen this year. It might be something that we save for Holiday Giveaway 2018. I don't know. I'll try to think of something, but to be honest with you, it's not really a priority right now. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If anyone has any clever ideas, you can feel free to leave a comment on the video, and I'll definitely be reading them to see if there's anything else that we can do. But that's it for now. I'm still alive, still in training, still kicking butt. Thank you guys for the continued support through this dry season of video uploads. I do miss it. I miss having the ability to play games and record them and post them and interact with you guys on stream and do all that fun stuff. I miss it. I'm really looking forward to finishing training so that I can move out to my facility, get set up, get situated, start working, and then get back onto some sort of routine where I can do that again. And I'm pretty sure that is what's going to happen, but you guys are just going to have to wait for that time to come. So for now, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for some Battlefront campaign footage. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving again. I'll see you guys next time.